Greetings and salutations. Good evening, YouTube community, sports fans nationwide and all over the world. You know who it is, Lex Anderson, and you've entered the Sports Opinion Log. And in tonight's episode, we're going to talk about, well, as I hit it with the fadeaway, finger roll J. Actually, a finger roll is not a J. Anyway, I digress. In tonight's episode, we're going to discuss, you know what it is when you see this on All-Star throwback jersey on a throwback Thursday. The West. Kobe Bryant, living legend. Huh? Yeah. Just to make sure you know it's legit. All-Star Game Phoenix 2009. Woo. Back when Adidas had the contract to make the NBA's uniforms, which of course they lost because they fell in terms of ranking and popularity, they fell below Under Armour. So, of course, the NBA ditched them. Nike brought out the contract, and now Nike is once again the official outfitter of the NBA, just like my basketball. Yay! Okay, so there we go. LeBron James, once again, leads all All-Stars with votes for the West Coast. And, of course, on the East Coast, we have Greek Freak. But this time, the dynamic has changed. Oh, and by the way, first and foremost, if you don't vote in terms of politics, make sure you cast that vote for your favorite NBA All-Star. You immediately either go to Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Fifth Avenue, hashtag TST, or you can just go to NBA.com and make sure that you get those votes in so your favorite player gets the All-Star spot that they deserve. Because we know that there's a lot of NBA players that like to cry if they don't make it. You know, like All State Babyhead, Damian Lillard. Okay, excuse me. Forget my apologies for the digression. LeBron James, West. That's why I'm posting. Don't think, Kobe, yeah, but the West. Because I rep the West. So this time, of course, for the fans' joy and entertainment, the NBA will now televise the leading vote getters from each conference, West and East, to picking who they will have playing for them. So shout out to the NBA for never missing a moment to market their incredible product to us, the grateful fans. And shout out to LeBron, four-time MVP, who I openly embrace in Laker Nation. But of course, in order to be fully embraced, I need to see a championship being hoisted in the air. Speaking of championships, last night the Lakers lost to OKC 107-100 as PG-13 goes off for 37 points. Russell Westbrook drops a triple-double with 14 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists. And the Lakers have now have only won one of the last four games. Kuzma now has a back contusion. He's going to miss some games. Rondo has the hand surgery. LeBron strained groin, still listed as day-to-day. But again, I am not going to allow myself to believe that this season is a championship season. I can only hope and believe that premier and prime free agents will be coming to LA in the next season. This is nothing more than a glorified rebuilding project, to be honest. And, sometimes the truth hurts for some sports fans, but here in the Sports Opinion Log, that is what I will give. The truth and stats. Those are my sword and shield against, fans, which is short for fanatics, because a lot of people are haters, because even on these Laker groups, there's still the LeBron fans, aka the LeBron sexuals, versus the Laker fans. And you know what? Mankind will always be divisive. If you feel otherwise, please feel free to drop a comment below in this video. Let me know how you would feel. Do you represent Laker Nation or do you represent LeBron? I would like to hear your thoughts on it. Okay, but back to OKC, speaking of champions and contenders. Russell Westbrook has done everything under the sun as a point guard, except one thing, win a championship. So to me, the prophet, Russell Westbrook, is nothing more than another version of Steve Nash. Maybe potentially. Well, no, I'm not going to compare him with AI. That would be two different eras, two different people. But the point is, you get where I'm going. AI has no rings. Steve Nash doesn't have any rings. And currently, Russell Westbrook doesn't have any rings. So I'm not going to get my panties tied up in a bunch because the Lakers lost a close game due to, of course, abysmal free throw shooting as usual. Someone needs to spend more time after practice working on their free throws as a team, Luke Walton. Hint, hint. Anywho, the point of the matter is back-to-back triple-double seasons accomplished for the first time in the NBA's glorified history. But Westbrook doesn't have a chip. No championship. I'll say it once. I said it before here in the Sports Opinion Log, being the sports historian that I am. They nearly shocked the Lakers in the first round many years ago when the Lakers were on their three-peat. Okay? Again, back-to-back triple-doubles. But at the same time, a couple of years ago, they blew a 3-1 lead to the Warriors. Last two seasons, Westbrook hasn't got out the first round. Paul George, again, let's take it back to when he was with Indiana and was getting eliminated by LeBron. Paul George is not big time. He gives himself a playoff nickname after one good game and gets eliminated in the first round. Can't even force a seventh game. Paul George, PG-13, he's pathetic. He's a scorer, not a leader. You know, my feelings aren't hurt from all the years that Paul George will be a Laker, Paul George will be a Laker, and then he's like, never mind, I'll just stay here in OKC. You know why? Because Paul George lacks the mentality to be a leader and be a champion. Why should you go to LA for the glorified expectations of being a champion when you could earn an easy 150, right? What are they giving him? Like definitely over 100 million, obviously. I think 137 or something. Stay in nice, quiet Oklahoma City. There's no standards. Their fans are just happy to have a team that is viable enough to compete in the West. Just like Memphis Grizzly fans. They don't need a championship. They're happy with their team just making the first round and getting eliminated in the first round. There's no hopes. There's no expectations of a championship in Memphis. Please, why do you think Conley got $153 million? It's a joke. Teams, now obviously you have the San Antonio Spurs, small market, but they have a good system created by the white man, created by Coach Popovich, who is the general manager and the coach. See, players respond differently to their coaches who are also the general manager because that means I play two sides of the coin. You don't play for me as a coach, I ship your ass out as the general manager. That's why it's important to have all the power. And we know how the white man gets when it comes to having all the power. He wants it, but he has to deliver, something that Stan Van Gundy didn't deliver when he was with the Detroit Pistons. Now he's on the outside looking in. Maybe he should go into broadcasting like his other loser brother, Jeff Van Gundy. Again, two Van Gundys, 0 championships. So it's hard to get to that championship level. You have to have the drive, the desire, the mentality, something that Paul George lacks. Westbrook got it, even though he's very erratic, which is why he still doesn't have a championship. And when you look back, being the sports historian that I am, and I tell you that Westbrook played with Harden, Cantor, Durant, you'll be like, how is that possible that this guy's career ended with him not getting a championship? Maybe in the future, Westbrook will be one of those castaway point guards, drifting from team to team, hoping he could end his sad career with a ring. So I don't care what PG-13 does in the regular season. I don't care how electric Russell Westbrook is during the regular season. These guys have been signed and been given big time money to produce one thing that they won't produce this season, and that's an NBA championship, because when I last checked, it's still the Golden State Warriors who are the defending NBA champions. Now, speaking of Golden State Warriors, there's an article I came across in the Nationwide Sports Leader about how the team is saddened that this will be their last year in Oracle Arena as another pro sports team puts the screws to the Oakland fan base. Oh, to be an Oakland fan. First you have the NFL fucking you guys over with the Raiders moving to Las Vegas, even though for the next season They have no lease, no place to play. They're talking about going to goddamn London for an interim of 4 to 6 games. Then you have the Warriors. Oakland fans deserve so much better. The Oracle Arena would be sold out even on the Warriors' worst day because the Warriors would always give you that offense until Mark Jackson came through and installed a defense, made them put them in the postseason for the first time in 22 years. And what does the white man do? He shows the black man the door to put in another white man, Steve Kerr, in an already built system because he has championship pedigree. Because, of course, Steve Kerr won championships with the Bulls and the Spurs. Poor Mark Jackson. If the Knicks were ever good enough where he could have won a goddamn championship, maybe they would have kept him. I don't know. I can't say. I can only deal with the here and now and the reality. And the reality is that the NBA is opening up their doors to a billion-dollar bank, Chase Center, and they're going across the bridge to San Francisco to shut up shop in an area where the Warriors not only have a glitzy billion-dollar privately financed arena, they also own the land around the arena. When it comes to the white man, he knows what he's doing, folks. It's not about it's about fuck your feelings. I need money. In that new billion-dollar arena, did you know in the Chase Center that they will be offering a standing room only? Not even a standing room only, excuse me. They'll be offering a real-time live game experience for $100, and you get no view of the game. Are you kidding me? I'm old school, folks. This is amazing to me that people are willing to pay $100 to go into an arena to not see a game, to be around other fans talking about how great the team is, but nowhere visibly will you be seeing the game. And take it from me, having been out to AT&T Stadium once in 2009 and entering and seeing that big TV screen in Jerry Jones' world, being a Yankee fan, right? Desi Robin 23, she's my girl. You can follow her on Twitter. Her name's in my bio. When we go to Yankee Stadium, you can't miss anything. If you go to the restroom, the game is on the radio, being piped, filtered through the the audio system. When you're at the concession stand, there are TVs everywhere. You can see the field from anywhere in Yankee Stadium. And you're telling me you got a bunch of goddamn assholes paying $100, not assholes, sorry, suckers paying $100 to enter an arena and not see a goddamn game? Oh, white man, applause for you, white man. You've done a good job. And let's see. Yeah, that's all I have. Oakland fans, you deserve so much better. Stadium's been around since 66, 67. They officially moved in 71, 72, I believe. You've had the glory of 3 championships and other memorable moments, most notably Vince Carter and the dunk. Parting is such sweet sorrow. And Pete, speaking of parting being such sweet sorrow, don't let your journey into the Sports Opinion Log end right here. You can do the right thing and press that subscribe button and that bell icon to your right. Yeah, that one thing to stay updated of any and all future videos. And this video, speaking of Warriors and Kevin Durant, cupcake. Everyone loves a good cupcake. Well, you can follow me at Celebrity Haircore on the gram for this cupcake that was sponsored by my boy D. Sawney at mychunkymonkeycupcake.com. Wait, is there a website? Hold on. I've got to get better with this. Well, isn't that embarrassing? I can't find a business card. However, if you go to mychunkymonkey@gmail.com, you can order a customized cupcake. This is a strawberry cupcake with lemon frosting, and it is most delicious. And speaking of delicious, I am going to retire for the night because we have 2 games on tonight. Kawhi Leonard, the saga continues. He'll be in San Antonio tonight facing off against his former team and coach. And of course, at 10:30, what do we have? Rockets versus Warriors. I took a great nap earlier today, So I will definitely be around. You can follow me again on Twitter at Mr. Fifth Avenue, hashtag TST. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is your boy Lex Anderson, and I am signing out. Well, popping my collar and signing out. Yay! That is a wrap on another fine video. And these videos wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for M6Drop. Make sure you follow him on the gram at M6Drop. And remember, if you don't vote for your president or members of Congress, you can always vote for your favorite NBA All-Star. Mine happens to be Kobe.